Good afternoon.
Hi.
Thank y'all for attending this special moment in our life. Y'all might have to excuse me. I might get a little emotional. We would just like to thank the Baylor Hospital for taking such good care of us. The doctors, the nurses, even the nutrition department. They took real good care of my wife. We've had a lot of grilled cheese sandwiches. But again, we would just like to thank our families for supporting us. This has been a long ride for us. It's definitely been an interesting ride. And but anyways, we'd like to say thank you again, and especially thank you to Baylor and the doctors and the nurses. So at this point, we'd like to open up for questions.
Mom, how you doing?
I think I'm doing good. I feel good and definitely a little sore, but overall much better than I was expecting.
Dad, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Still a little bit of shock, but it's not as much as it was. I'm happy that we got as far as we did. It's really a milestone.
When did you learn that you were going to be having quintuplets, and what did you think when you heard that?
We knew, like, very early on that there were multiples. I was thinking multiples meant twins. And there at the beginning, we would go back like every week and they would find a few more. So it was just, we were shocked. Yeah, we went from like 2 to 4, and then there were 6 and 1 didn't make it. And so we went down to 5. So it was, we were in shock. I don't even know if there are words to express how we felt.
And Mrs. Seals, I'm wondering, and Mr. Seals as well, what was it like for you to hold them for the first time?
We haven't been able to yet, so we're still waiting on that moment.
But for you to see them?
They're so precious. They're tiny, and I just love it. I mean, I thought I'd be scared because of all the machines and tubes, but they're just, I just love it. I can't wait to get my hands on them.
Hi, congratulations. I'm sorry.
Well, I just was hoping that he could answer that question.
Yes, same here. It's actually I was in the OR, and y'all will see that there's a video released by Baylor, and the last son that we had, I refused to join the doctor, and I told her that was her job and I'll stay up here, but actually I stayed and watched every minute of it, and it was truly amazing.
Hi, I'm sorry. Congratulations. Can you talk to us about the experience of carrying quints and then seeing them for the first time and what that's like for you as a mom?
Honestly, at the beginning, it was tough. I had the morning sickness for about 14 weeks, and I was still working. I'm a first grade teacher, and my goal was to make it to Christmas break, and I made it to Christmas break, and but I did really good at the beginning, and then around the 20-week mark, my cervix started to shorten, so that's when my doctors decided to go. I was on bed rest, and I was able to stay home through January, and then right before I hit the 23-week mark, on January 31st, that's when I came in to Baylor, and they have been wonderful to me. The pregnancy really went, I think, as well as it could have, and I just the normal getting uncomfortable, but you know, your ribs hurt and you can't get, you know, situated, but I could not have asked for anything better than what this was, to be carrying 5 babies. So it went great, and then to see them, it's just, it melts my heart. They're wonderful.
What are you most looking forward to now that they're here?
I want to hold them so bad, and then I'm looking forward to being home. We have a little boy who is 2 years and 3 days older than these babies, so we were hoping we wouldn't have all the same birthday. Thank goodness we missed it. But I'm just ready for all 8 of us to be home, and it'll be just start our life. We don't know what it's going to be like, but we're just ready to start our life like that.
What does he think about the new addition?
He doesn't have a clue what is coming his way, so I don't know what to expect from him, but I think he's going to be a great big brother. I really do.
How did you come up with 5 names?
It was very hard, and we just decided on the last name this past weekend. We were fighting over 2 different names, and I was like, no, let's just scratch them both and start over. And so, but they're all special. I have my list of their names just in case I get it wrong. But Mia Danielle, her middle name is after my sister, her aunt. Tessa Suzanne. Tessa's kind of short for Teresa, and that is Stephen's mother's name. And Suzanne is my sister's middle name. And then Brant Lee. Lee is a family name. And Gracie Lou. Lou is a family name. My grandmother's middle name was Lou. And then Rayleigh Ann is his middle name, my middle name, and my mom's middle name. So we tried to keep it special and family oriented, but it was hard. It was really hard.
How are you going to handle all of these children?
We're going to have a lot of help. I don't even have a clue. Just trying to go from one bed to the next. Like last night, we were like, we're spending a lot of time at this one bed that we come to at first, so we started at the other end and worked our way back. So I think just a lot of trial and error, and we're just going to have a lot of help. We have a huge family, and I think our little small town is on the map now. We're from Maud, and we have so many friends and family in that small community. They're so ready to help us out, so I think we'll be okay. It's going to be crazy, but we'll just see how it goes.
Do you have a lot of diapers?
We are looking into that. It's going to take a lot. So we've had friends trying to contact companies and let them know our situation. So hopefully we will.
How early were the babies, and sort of what's their prognosis, and how are they doing?
So they were born at 29 weeks and 1 day, and so normally we call a full-term pregnancy is 37 weeks. So you can kind of say that they're definitely early, and all of them, when they were first born, were breathing by themselves on what's called the CPAP machine. Okay, and then when they got tired, we had to put them on the breathing machine, the ventilators, and now again they're doing good, so we're taking them off the ventilators. Okay, so we're hoping by this evening, actually, we try and get them all off of the breathing machine, except I think Mia is probably going to be on the breathing machine till either tonight or tomorrow. So they're stable now on their own, and they're breathing on their own, and they are already being fed mom's breast milk, and that's being done with the feeding tube, and they're also getting some nutrition through the IV. So they have, central lines through which we're giving them nutrition. But overall, they've done remarkably well. They're premature and they are quintuplets, though they've done pretty good.
Doctor, what's the challenge of delivering so many babies? It's the first time it's been done here at this hospital.
Right. So, the challenges stem right from, organizing for the delivery and getting the personnel. But I'm going to ask Christine to tell us how, they started the labor delivery part of it. You want to do that?
Sure. Yeah, as soon as we heard that we had quintuplets movement out there, we started talking and having a conversation because this was new territory for us. We're used to some multiples, but organizing for 5, it requires a lot of staff, a lot of equipment to get ready for the delivery. So we started meeting, and then Miss Sills joined us about 23 weeks pregnant, so it was about 6 weeks ago. And so we were prepared from that moment on to any time of delivery. We expected her to go early. We expected her to not carry these babies full term. So we had to have people on call 24/7 for the NICU so that we could have a team for each baby. Each baby requires their own specialized team at the delivery room. So we had respiratory therapists, neonatologists, nurse practitioners, nurses on call 24/7 for 6 weeks in preparation for this.
And can you talk to us, Mr. and Mrs. Seals, about the decision to go public with this? The fact that there's video from the delivery room, the photos are being made available, we certainly appreciate that. Talk to us a little bit about your decision.
We did not ever expect so much attention. Like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. In a newspaper from back home ran a story before I even came to Baylor on bed rest, and it just kind of went from there. It's like from that one little newspaper story, I didn't know that went everywhere. I thought, just being Texarkana, but then we had news stations from Shreveport, the local news stations, and they were calling us, and then it just kind of kept going from there. Thankfully, Baylor has a great PR department, and they have taken really good care of us and led us in the right direction when it comes to that. So, but we're happy to share them. Of course, there's some things we don't want. I don't want a lot of pictures of tubes coming out everywhere, so we carefully took pictures where, we don't want all that just yet. So.
Doctor, do you have an estimate on how long they'll be in the hospital, or?
Right, so normally when you're born around 29 weeks, they would probably be in the hospital for about maybe 7 to 8 weeks. And so it really mainly depends on how the feeding goes. Already we've seen that, as far as the lungs are concerned, they seem to be reasonably mature, and they're breathing, most of them are breathing on their own. So once the breathing is settled, the next phase would be really to try and get them onto full feedings by tube feedings. And then normally, when they're about 33 weeks, they can go straight to the breast and bottle. And we would hope that when they're around 35 to 36 weeks, which is what about, they would be 6 weeks old, by 6 to 7 weeks old. We would hope, but each baby is different. So this is just an estimate. So don't catch me on that. Okay? So that's an estimate, and so hopefully, around 6 to 7 weeks. So you've got 7 weeks to get ready.
I know, 7 weeks to prepare.
Yeah, because the room is full of boxes right now. So I've got some work to do.
Have you been on fertility treatments at all, or was this a complete surprise, or did you expect you might have multiple births?
No, I never thought I'd have multiples. I have a problem keeping pregnancies. I miscarried 3 times before we had our little boy. And they decided that what they thought the problem was I wasn't producing a good mature egg, because I get pregnant very easily. Like, we don't need any help in that department.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something was going wrong. So I took Clomid with Brady, and I had a wonderful pregnancy, and he was 8 pounds 2 ounces, and healthy and full term, everything. So we thought it would be easy again. And this summer, I took Clomid again, and I had another miscarriage. And so with this pregnancy, I took Clomid and Folestrum, and I took the lowest dosage, and then I took a shot to make me ovulate on a certain day, but we didn't have any procedures done. I just took the medicine, and it worked really, really well. But we did not think we would get, we thought maybe twins could come from it, but never 5.
And do those medications sometimes lead to multiple births, or would?
From what we understood when we was going through the process, there was maybe a 10% chance of having twins. So,
Oh, wow.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
10%? Oh, wow.
Mr. Seals, have you guys thought about the financial impact, that's to come in the near future? Have you guys talked about it, or is it too early?
No, it's been on my mind since I've learned that, that we do have multiples on the way. Of course, my wife is a school teacher, and we're not sure if she will be able to return to work or not, because the babies will need care, and of course there will be other people at the house helping us care for them. And I work at the Red River Army Depot in Texarkana, Texas, so I'm a civilian employee. However, we have Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance, so that's good. We are insured. But as far as raising these kids over the years, clothes, cars, prom dresses, college tuition, you know, we just take it one day at a time and see what happens.
At what point during the pregnancy did you know the sixth baby wasn't going to make it?
It was 5 or 6 weeks. It was very early.
Is this it for the family, or are you guys planning to have any more kids?
No, this is it. No more. Half a dozen is plenty for us. No more.
Have you seen any personalities emerge yet in the babies?
They say Rayleigh is pretty feisty. She's the only one that hasn't been put on the breathing tube.
Right.
And
So Rayleigh's been the one who's been breathing all by herself. She's never needed any help with the breathing machine or any other medications to get the lungs work, you know, better.
Do we know who came first in the order of the birth?
I mean, we have the ABC. you know.
Yes.
Sure.
First was Mia, and she weighed 2 pounds 10 ounces. The second one was Tessa, and she weighed 2 pounds 14 ounces. And then Brant, he was 3 pounds 6 ounces. Gracie was the fourth one, and she was 2 pounds 7 ounces. And then Rayleigh was the last one, and she was 2 pounds 8 ounces. So, they're big babies.
You show us your left hand with all the bracelets of,
Oh, yes.
What are all those in your hand?
What are these?
Yeah, what are they?
A band for each baby, and it has like A, B, and C,
We have-
D, and E.
That's to
Security
keep
bands that
everybody
matches
in
the
right-
mom, the
keep
parents to the
everybody
baby.
together.
Yes, yes.
So what's your advice for parents out there that are, you know, are thinking, oh, it'd be great to have, you know, twins or triplets?
I think that'd be a little easier than 5. You know, I really believe the more you get, the more you're blessed, and God won't give you anything that you can't handle. So we obviously can handle a lot. We've got 6 small children, and so just lean on God. We had lots of prayer to get us through this. So, and we have so many friends and family supporting us. So just let people be there for you when you need it the most.
Can I get y'all's ages?
I'm 33.
32.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah. Sounds like it. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
so
So y'all
much.
really increased the population of your town.
Yeah.
Or what?
Really
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thank you. We're gonna need it, aren't we?
Maybe you can make your children longer to change diapers and help them.
Yeah, exactly.
Bunch of guys.